You were talking to Victor Osimhen?
Yeah, I was. I was actually talking to him earlier on, obviously, with what's going on with him at Napoli. What an amazing season he had last season. Incredible season. And then all of a sudden this is happening. So I decided to reach out to him, give him a phone call, and show my love and support, obviously.
Nigerian. So he answered your call?
Yeah, Nigerian guy, lovely boy. I met him just before I retired from the national team. I was able to spend a couple of months with him, played with him, but not so much. So I kind of knew him. So I decided to place a call to him. He was really happy that I did that.
Is he okay? Because we've seen it. You know, I look at what's happened over the last week from his perspective. You miss a penalty. Footballers make mistakes.
Of course, yeah.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
You expect, and you do expect to be vilified by some.
Yeah.
You don't expect to be vilified by your own club.
No, you
social
don't.
Media.
No, you don't. I think that last thing you expect as a football player. We all get criticized, don't we? But then when you get it from your own club, that is something else. I've never seen that. I've never seen or heard that been done before. So that's why when I saw it, but credit to the lad. I mean, he went out a couple of days after that and scored a goal.
And didn't celebrate, mind you.
Didn't celebrate. Well, I mean, trying to make a statement, which I totally understand. But what a guy, what a character. I spoke to him about it as well. To me, it looked like when I joined Chelsea, looking back at Didier Drogba back then, trying to be one of the top boys at the club, where you had the likes of John Terry, the Frank Lampards running the club. But obviously, Didier comes in from Africa, with ego. He also wants to be one of the top boys. So, yeah, it took a while. But, Didier was always Didier with his ego and personality and what he does on the pitch as well, speaks on the pitch. It wasn't long before he was accepted as one of the top boys. So I think that's what Victor's going through now in Napoli.
But Didier, it's interesting. You use the word ego. Yeah. You need an ego.
You need an ego.
To play
that was
for
my
a
word, yeah.
For the size of Chelsea, you need an ego. Then to be a success, you need an even bigger ego.
Yeah.
I don't know Victor. I've watched, obviously, from afar. I've met Didier on a number of occasions. He has a presence about him. Does Victor have that presence?
He does. He does, actually. I think the first time I met him, I saw a lanky, long, tall...
a bit like myself.
Guy, walking towards me and, coming towards me and then showing his respect. Very respectful. Very humble. So yeah, I spoke to him. I didn't know him from before, so I, spoke to him. We had a chat. I welcomed him, into the national team. Made him feel welcome, and yeah, I'm just saying that to the camera. I didn't do that.
Of course, I was thinking. I'm looking at you, going, "Did you really do any of that?" Of course you didn't.
I got him to wash the boots, clean the boots and stuff.
Did you? Good on you, John. I'm not washing your trainers after this, by the way. Just to be clear. That's brilliant.
Yeah, so... yeah, but then, I mean, he, as the most do, understood that, it was all for the game, for the national team, which is what you go through when you come into the national team. But now he's one of the big boys there. He's one of the top boys there now. And what an amazing player he is. I think this will probably his last season for Napoli.
I
expect him to move on next season and go and challenge for massive trophies. Hopefully we'll see him in the Premier League.
Which club suits him? Obviously, Chelsea, your beloved Chelsea.
They
cannot hit a barn door at the minute. I like Jackson. I want to just say that. I like Nicholas Jackson. I think there's a lot of raw potential there. I think there's a lot of lovely attributes and characteristics. It's going to take time. Does he slot seamlessly into the Premier League? Has he got the tools to be a success in England?
I think he does. I think he does. I think when I look back at him a few years ago, I will say no. But now watching him last season and watching him this season, I'll say definitely. he will come into the Premier League and he will slot right in. He will score goals. He will get you goals. He will run behind defenders. He will stretch the team. And I think that's what probably when you look at a lot of the teams now in the Premier League, that's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
A striker who can run, who wants to run behind the defenders, because then he helps your team, doesn't it? Because it stretches the defenders, the team, the game becomes open, and then you can create chances. And I think that's what Victor will definitely give you. I hope he comes to Chelsea. But I think looking back at from the noise that I hear, he's a big United. I think probably
I'm making it
he
clear
wants
my
to go to
allegiance
United. But I hope he comes to Chelsea, really.
Yeah.